Aloha kako, what is up everyone? Welcome to my channel if you're new here, or welcome back if you already subscribed. My name is Hoku. Thank you for joining me. Mahalo nui for taking time out of your day or your evening to just click on this video and join me for another Mindful Mirror Talk, which is just my little segment to self. My little time that I get to devote to myself as a mother of four. It gets hectic. It gets very, there are just times where I feel like I'm giving my energy a lot of the times, but there are moments where I feel like, ooh, your red light, your E-light is on, you know, where you need to kind of refill. Fill the cup. Filleth thy cup, you know what I'm saying? So I started doing these Mindful Mirror Talks just as a way to kind of, okay, girl, sit down, take some time for yourself. I already got my face ready because I will be leaving the house shortly. So I already kind of pulled myself together as much as I am in the mood to. But I know when I started this revamp of my channel, beyond having a beauty channel, I was sitting here and kind of doing my makeup and talking to you guys, but I don't know if that's something y'all is interested in or whatever. Like, I don't even really be doing that much, but I really just like to connect and play around with some of my guidance cards, guidance or tarot cards. So let's go with the creativity deck for the moment. So if you are new to the channel and you're like, okay, what the fuck is your channel about? I, again, devote this time to just sort of sit with self, get ready, and just connect with whatever messages I'm hearing for the day that are either meant for me or you. So I have a few different decks, and I think today, since I don't know, I just kind of go with whatever is calling me. I'm not going to keep track of what cards I've used in recent videos, this, that, or the other. I'm literally just going with what Spirit's telling me. And my eyesight is really not A1. Let's just leave it at that. So I usually wear glasses when I'm not on camera. But when I'm on camera, I don't really like the glare and then just having to fidget with it. So I take it off. So it really truly is intuitive or just blind reading. Even though cards are kind of in front of me at times, there's things that I might miss, or I might be like, oh, didn't notice that. So don't take it as like anything is really planned or scripted or, you know, fake on this channel. But anyway, so enough of the rambling. Hello, how are you? I trust that your day is divinely guided in abundance and truth and prosperity and protection and health and wellness. And with that, let us tune in to the energy for today, because I'm feeling like someone right now is coming across this video. And mind you, this is a timeless video. So whether you're seeing it today, tomorrow, next week, next month, whenever, you will be here. You will find this message in your due time. These are kind of all haphazard, but I don't mind that because they will fall as they are meant to fall. So I'm going ahead with this creativity deck. I'm going to go ahead and turn you guys down a bit. I don't know if that works. My vanity desk area isn't the neatest right now. I'm going to try work on a little bit of a different setup, but whatever. Or angle or whatever the fuck. Let's go over here then. All right, so let's see what divine message we are needing for this present moment of today. This moment that we find ourselves in, whenever that may be for you. All right. Divine truth. Ooh, off the table. Immediately, Spirit's saying, this is a moment, this is a time to really delve deeper into, let's see, delve deeper into what, Spirit? Continual flow of truth. Divine truth. Any clarity? So, not at the moment. So Spirit's telling us this is a moment to really go deeper into nurturing. I'm hearing self. Nurturing your divine feminine. Rebalancing, recalibrating your being as a whole. But maybe for the mothers out there, the nurturers, right? It says, for self-care, try loving and nurturing yourself as you would a child or a pet. Because you can't give love to others if there's no well within that you're drawing from. If your well is dry, how are you going to be able to nurture those that depend on you? So, and in order to draw water from a well, you have to dig deep, right? in order to even to be able to have life, the waters of life spring forth, you have to dig deep. So this is going deeper, expressing the deeper meanings in life while staying attuned to childlike wonder. All right, so I'm also seeing a lot of the nurturing, the mother, the inner child energy right now. I feel like this is possibly something that is being neglected. And at the top of the pile, we have partnership. Our partnerships are also something that we may be needing to evaluate a little bit more, or to look a little bit closer at right now, and look underneath communication. So nurture our partnerships, be able to communicate well with one another. It says the clarity, the interactivity, and timing of communications is critical. All right, mahalo nui. See if there's anything else to be expressed by Spirit Divine for us today from this deck. Continual truth. Ooh, mahalo. Clarity. We're looking at a pretty... mahalo. We got generosity and growth. All right, so you can afford to be generous with the gift of your time and attention. Maybe you're feeling like, you know, you haven't had time. Like I said, this is my self-therapy, so this might resonate as well with me as much as it does for you. Maybe you're feeling like you don't have enough time to give, you know, towards your partnerships, your nurturing of your children, of your relationships, right? Maybe you're lacking the communication at the moment. But all of these things, we're going deeper to nurture our partnerships with communication, giving more of ourselves with those that we love. This facilitates growth, spiritual, physical, mental growth. Feel open, willing, and proud of your desire to explore new opportunities for self-development. So yeah, be an open book. Just, I'm hearing, don't be a closed book. Open that shit and read where it is that you need to delve into. Read where it is that more growth is needed. And then we have cooperation, the cooperation card. This is, you said, it's almost like 3 of Pentacles. Your goal can benefit from you surrounding yourself with like-minded people. So I heard hermit. Someone is being very, I don't want to say selfish because I'm not feeling that energy, but someone is being very, you know, you're allowing yourself to be seen, but only to a certain extent. You kind of keep things, you try to keep things under wrap, but that's not allowing growth for your partnerships. Window curtains drawn, doors bolted, shades down type of energy. That's not allowing you to be generous with your time with loved ones. That's not allowing you to nurture your partnerships and communication. So let me throw the Kapuna card in. I'm going to go ahead and clear this deck. Oh, I think I have some blank cards in here, but that's okay. All right, clearing this deck. All right, what else do we need to see about this energy? This going deeper and nurturing. All right, continue with truth. Truth and clarity. Got it like that, yeah? Don't forget that energy. Truth and clarity. Any messages for the people to clarify this energy? Ooh, mahalo nui. All right, Spirit's wanting us to kind of go slow and go one at a time. So I'm going to do that right now. But we got the car energy now. I do have 2 car cards. This one is your good vibes. This one is no issues, having no issues. This is where going deeper and nurturing your partnerships and communicating well with those that you love and giving more of your time and your energy and your love is allowing for growth. Opening up yourself to communicating well with others of like-mindedness and like soulness, like spirits. This is where that leads you. Because when we look at having a reliable car, it's safe, it's repaired, you know, paid off was channeled on this card. Meaning your car is tip-top, it's reliable, it's new, it might be your dream car. The car itself is just a vessel, it's just a vehicle to transport you. Thinking of you as your soul, right? Your light. And thinking of the car as that which transports you. So this could be your health, you know? Maybe right now you're not feeling at your best. We also got quiet on the top of the deck. So this is really finding your peace of mind, really sitting in stillness with self and spirit. And that's what I like to do when I take my time in nature, by the ocean, you know, in seclusion. All right. This card energy is also speaking on not having the stresses that come along with negative energy being put into that. If you think of that negative energy like gas or some kind of oil or maintenance that you're putting into this car, if it's negative, it's not going to make this car very reliable or runnable, if that makes sense, you know. So really to keep this energy reliable with no stress, things are paid off, you have no worries, you're in good health, really sit with spirit and listen. This is that quiet energy of renewal, nature healing. Divine truth is coming to you. Mahalo nui, mahalo, spirit divine. Any other message for the moment? Mahalo. Clarity. That one popped out just as a reminder, but not really. Alright, so yeah, we're taking the time in quietness to be able to refresh our spirit, refresh our soul, like rain into a waterfall. We are cycling through old patterns into the new, into newness, into refreshing waters, yeah, into cleansing waters. This is really transitional energy, transitioning, renewing the things that might have been holding you back, that spirit was telling you, go deeper inward. All right. Hallelujah, spirit. What are we looking at for February? Eagerness, I'm hearing. So we got Olelo Kike, which we've gotten recently before, but this is just sitting with self or sitting with someone. Perhaps this cooperation card is coming up because this is the time that your goals can really benefit if you surround yourself with like-minded people. That Three of Pentacles, that collaboration energy, right? But dialogue needs to be had. You know, you can't move forward by not communicating. And we got the communication card as well. You can't move forward without actually communicating your divine truth. So this is the time to really sit down and engage in those possibly difficult conversations and open up about things that you may have been putting off for a long time, that you may have been in denial of. Really turning a corner to ho'oponopono relationships, partnerships. See how we have partnerships here? Turning a corner to really nurture our partnerships with one another. And it starts with conversation. This helps free yourself. It helps renew, refresh your spirit. It's really delving into past traumas, familial traumas. Delving into your story, your mystery, yeah, my story. And this is basically saying that the ancestors want you to heal from it all and be free, right? Africa. Your African roots, your ancestry, or wherever you stem from. This is a calling from divine ancestry to really speak on those matters, to be able to refresh your spirit in a way that frees it from the turmoil by going deeper into the crevices and examining the things that you still need to look at. Examining the parts of you that you might still keep hidden and under wraps. Continual flow, divine. All right. One more truth from here. Wow. That 888 energy. The angels favor you. You're their favorite flavor. This is about balance, restoration, yeah, or balance restored. This is your luck in health, in wealth, in spiritual enlightenment. This is a reminder to show more love and affection in partnerships. Yes, nurturing your partnerships, like we got. Showing more love and affection. This is really accepting, receiving the abundance and prosperity that is gifted from divine to you. Your frequencies are highest realm shit, you know? They're highest realm kind things. So don't fucking doubt yourself. This is a really sweet message. I feel like I was gonna get some like swords and motherfucking Devil energy. But I feel like we've been through that. Like the February 2nd portal energy, we are still in the midst of. But this is a gentle, like, maybe not gentle, but this is a very reassuring truth seeking. But this just kind of is this is really directing us towards where it is we need to be. And I feel like we are really on our path. I feel like it doesn't have to be so harsh of a reminder in truth, because Spirit is just saying, you got this. You are divinely favored. You are a favorite flavor of the angels, right? And you're already taking that time to really sit with self, sit with Spirit, have these conversations. But I'm feeling the only snag is communication, nurturing your partnerships, really like getting outside of yourself, perhaps. So I keep seeing this come up on the stack. So let's go ahead and look into this, the running card. Don't be running on anyone else's timeline or path. Stay in your own motherfucking lane. Stay your own course. Mind or tend to your own affairs by staying in your own lane. So this is pacing yourself, right? Pacing yourself, not jumping to conclusions. This is really taking the time to breathe, to do your breath work, to tend to self. This is about building the stamina for life's journey. So divine is really telling us, like, they on the sidelines being like, okay, ain't much, like, you doing really good throughout your days. Really acknowledging and taking accountability and really reflecting and really like taking care of your vessel, your vehicle, your body, your health, your mind, your spirit, right? It's tip top, like that dream car energy. In fact, because I have 2 cards for this, so I'm gonna just, so it's easier to distinguish or differentiate, I'm gonna just put dream car. So yeah, that dream car energy. All right, any more truth to be revealed? Spirit's telling us we got this already, though. Again, I already got this the last video, but we'll see. Somebody's coming through, popping up. Ooh, damn. Ooh, girl. All three of these cards popped up. So somebody's coming through, popping up about this moment, or, you know, at this time, that be bugging on you. A former friend could be watching, right? This is, you know, not always negative, but it's kind of a love-hate view that they have of you. They watch you more than they would openly admit, because there's something about you that they admire. They like the way you speak or talk, your natural grace, your etiquette, your maturity, your humor or wit, your effortless beauty is really intriguing to them, but almost in a borderline obsessive manner. And they keep up with you basically through social media platforms, through gossip. They be keeping up. All right. Very, very interesting. I'm going to just move this over. Okay. So we opening up, we got the former friend and the homeless energy. This is basically saying that there's some, with this person, it's the energy that they're bringing is full of issues, things that need to be repaired within themselves, issues that are needing repair. There's a lot of stress going on in their lives that they are in denial of, perhaps. And maybe they're feeling like they're about to lose, or maybe they are about to lose their home or their placement. Maybe they're feeling like, if it's not a physical home, it's their place, their niche, their pedestal, their platform, whatever the fuck it is that makes them feel firm and grounded, is being shook. They shook by you, in a sense. They're not nurturing the relationships, the partnerships that they need to. Maybe that's why they're popping up, because maybe they looking at this information and they're like, yeah, maybe that could apply to me. So this is a self-accountability thing. Nurture your home. A cold house is a result of poor relationships, lacking the warmth of communication or affection. Remember? Give more of your time generously towards your relationships, your partnerships. Go deeper and nurture the communications and allow for growth. But this is definitely the energy that these people are bringing, this person or these people are bringing. You know, this is that heart chakra energy that needs to be worked on. Home is where the heart is. Repair your home space, your heart space. And then we got this card again. So I'm really feeling like the things that they love about you that make them feel a little less than where they need to be, making them feel like their foundation is a little bit unstable. They're really coming to you, coming to the light that you emit or resonate or project. They're really coming through to watch and practice and act and deliver what it is that you bring to the table. You know, it's a strategic plan to kind of swoop in and steal your sauce, essentially. So I would watch out for that, but what can you do? Because maybe this is your purpose. Maybe your purpose is really to just be yourself, your most authentic self, give the truth, give the light, and people gonna come, even the ones that aren't desirable for your space. And they're gonna come with plans and strategies and sabotage and shit like that. But let's see, what does this tell us? What does that say for the light workers, the light ones, the ones dedicating their time in service for spiritual growth, giving themselves generously, giving truth generously, really sprinkling those pearls of wisdom out there? What is that? I'm gonna go ahead with this deck. What is that telling us? What needs to happen, Spirit Divine? Truth seen. Mahalo. Causing a delay. Who's delay? Let's finish up. Clarity. No clarity. Stuck at the end. So this energy is looking like it's causing a delay. Because Spirit wants you to tap in, tune in to that fountain of intuition, of truth. Allow the limitless power of your unconscious mind to answer your problem by using symbols, memories, and hunches. So Spirit's like, okay, yeah, so you wonder what's going on, what's going to happen with this. Like, they could do whatever they want. That's only going to delay them. And the only way it'll delay you in your process, in your growth, is if you are not tuned in, connected, plugged into source through intuition. Remember, you are highly favored. You are the favorite flavor of divine. Show more love and affection. So this is a reminder. If they watching and they're getting shook off your energy, that's okay. That's just what your energy be doing, right? That's what your communication, your growth, your generosity of time, your nurturing of space, of sacred space is doing to them. And that's all right. And if they want to be conniving and use shit to profit them, even though it's like playing your role, like you the main actress and they're like a stunt double, but they still want to come in and come through and act like they the main gig or whatever the fuck, like that's going to delay them, delay their time frame. Remember, we got running, stay in your own lane. But these are the conversations we need to have. We got the Olelo Kike. We got the communications card, right? Cooperation, that's a collaboration. We gotta discuss this. This is what we bring into the table. That's all right. Trust your intuition though to guide you. All right, let's see. I think I'm gonna go ahead and delve into, give me a second. I'm gonna go grab another deck. A little behind the scenes clue. This is probably about an hour or two from the last moment that you just saw, but that's okay. So I wanted to mark, just kind of note before I do the Monocards, that I believe today is one of the Ole moons, Ole Ku Kahi. So this moon, I wanted to just sort of tap into the moon energy for tonight, being that it is Ole Ku Kahi moon. So I'm reading from this Anolani, Ano Honua book that I got. It's kind of beat up, but I'm going to just read a quick passage from this book regarding the Ole Ku Kahi moon phase. So there are 3 nights that represent spiritual significance. Ole Ku Kahi, Ole Kulua, and Ole Pau are the names of the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd days of the ancient Hawaiian calendar month. They represent a set of 3 moons that appear during the final lunar phases of the month. The Ole nights are celestially linked with the Hoemi Anahulu, or waning stages of the moon, feminine energy, and the Ele Moi, southerly, directional. The first 2 Ole Ku Kahi and Ole Kulua moons had very little spiritual significance for ancient Hawaiian kahuna. They were generally regarded as an inauspicious, non-productive, or do-nothing period. The third Ole moon, which is Ole Pau, however, was the night when the kapu of Kaloa was imposed. It ushered in the first of a 2-day sacred period that was spiritually dedicated to Kanaloa, the Hawaiian patron god of the sea. This is like the rest period. These nights signify, in the book it says, He maula mai ka'i no ke ia mau mea. Good days for these things. Good days for rest, for spiritual retreats, for rejuvenation, meditation, and prayer. And if you go through my last few videos, that is definitely the theme that's kind of flowing or running through the videos, is that there is this period, this portal energy space of healing that we are in, that we have entered, that is in regards to our spiritual rejuvenation and meditation and just renewal. I'm not sure how this is going to connect to the earlier part of the video, but we'll just see. When I'm editing, I'll kind of see how it flows. But honestly, just like release, surrender, allow for divine to kind of, definitely a time to sort of give your body rest, which is so interesting because I'm still at the very tapering off ends of my moon cycle. It's a little longer than I anticipated, but it began on the 2/2/22 portal entrance, if you will. My moon cycle began February 2nd. It was very intense, contractions and blockages that were really getting kneaded out, like massaged out with spiritual introspection. So now that I'm at that end space, this is definitely a reminder. This is a reminder to stay in a state of rest, rejuvenation, meditation, to clear out the space. But it's not necessarily a time to really do manifestation type of work, if you will. All right, so with that being said, just moving on from there, that just had to be thrown in. Goodness, my son is having a little breakdown outside. Oh my goodness, dramas. But anyway, okay. Guys, I get distracted. I get interrupted like 100 million times. But anyway, let's just see what is in store. About that pueo and aloha energy. Calling upon your ancestors, perhaps. Really connecting to that love and affection, right? That love and affection energy that we got in our guided cards. Yeah. Reminder to show more love and affection. And here it is right there on the deck. I haven't used these cards in a minute, so it might be a little interesting. I hate how messed up my setup looks like, but that's just like, I'm just going with the flow most times. But if that bothers you, or you feel like, girl, you're not doing it the way that I think, blah, blah, blah. Sorry, can't cater to every motherfucking body, but I know where you coming from, because sometimes I'm self-critical and I'm like, girl, pull your shit together. But I asked for patience today. Yes I okay. Deflect, dispel, cleanse that energy of mamahood, and let's reconnect. So I was just saying, sometimes I'm a little messy, and I get it when it looks like all cluttered and weird, like thrown all over the place. So sometimes I need to redirect to be able to connect, because I get thrown off track, as we do literally, figuratively, metaphorically, whatever, right? Let's just tap into the Monocards and see what divine has for us in closure. Okay. Spirit says, ask a specific motherfucking question, please. I heard you. I heard that in your head. Hit us with your best shot is what I'm hearing. Divine. We ain't here to really fucking pussyfoot around. So what does all this mean, and where are we headed for this ride, this wave, this nalu we are experiencing? Where is this taking us? In particular, where is it taking you? Ooh. Taking you away. Mahalo. That's the ones. I felt just like this. Pu'olo. Pu'olo. And kanaloa. Wow. All right. It's like that life. Springing forth life. Pu'olo, though. Let me look in the book. Let's go tune into the book and see. Oh, wow. I literally opened right up to the page. Mahalo nui. Divine's like, let's get to the point. All right. So this card is Pu'olo. Bundle. Bundle. Release. So the chant for this, Vaiho ke na ike akua. Vaiho ike akua. Take it to the gods. Take it to God. Malama Pu'olo means tending or caring for a bundle. A kahu, or keeper, is a person who ritually feeds and constantly communicates with a spirit who inhabits a bundle. Bundles may be inhabited by 3 kinds of spirits: akualele, unihipili, and animal. Akualele, or flying gods, are impersonal spirits kept for essentially harmful purposes, said to sometimes reside in kauila canes, walking sticks, or heirloom spears. Akualele take the form of the balls of light that are occasionally sighted flying through the night sky. Akualele bundles were typically made of tapa, which is a cloth made from tree bark, and filled with chips of wood from poisonous trees that grow on the island of Molokai. An akualele could be sent on a mission by a kahu, a caretaker who could command that the spirit go on a specific errand. If the spirit was sent to do harm, the sender risked that the akualele could be returned. An unihipili is the spirit of a living person or a recently departed loved one. Sometimes the unihipili of a dead person was kept in a bundle that was cared for by a living person who was not ready to let the spirit leave. Almost like keeping an urn, I would assume. These spirits were used for either helpful or harmful purposes, and unihipili usually stayed close to its bones, which were wrapped in tapa or stored in a calabash. Objects such as hair, garments, or treasured personal possessions of the deceased also might have been stored in the bundle in place of or along with bones. There were also animal bundles that were filled with bones from a feast, or the first fish caught with a new net. Animal bundles were used to feed desired spirits. Moving on, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it's saying that the interpretation is to remind you to take care of matters that need your attention and let go of those that do not. Yes, tying it together. This may be the time to focus on taking care of yourself, that self-care, right? Yes, that growth, all right, that nurturing of self and partnerships. Be careful not to place too much attention on the past or on the problems of others, because it may interfere with taking care of your own responsibilities or a more important situation, which is that former friend watching, that homeless energy that we got, right? That profiting off of you. The issues that arise that cause you stress, right? The gossip energy. Gossiping. They're trying to keep up. Like, that's what it's saying right here. That's our answer. Be careful not to place too much attention on the past or on the problems of others, because it may interfere. Remember I said let it go, because you were divinely favored. You were highly favored. You were the favorite flavor. Remember that. So when we were talking about this right here, that's what I meant. Those are not your problems to carry. Pay more attention to your own responsibilities, right? Than other people's situations and what they got going on and their problems. Puolo, so this card, the Puolo card, may also remind you that anything or anyone you attempt to possess or control could end up possessing or controlling you instead. That mirror energy, though, looking at yourself, looking at those that you might have this energy with, or that might have this energy with you. So they be watching, they be looking, right? They be not tending to their own home, sacred space of self. This is reflected back onto you as well. Resist the temptation to control others, even by rescuing them, even by putting yourself on a pedestal and thinking that you this, that, or the other, you know? So everything we talked about, I mean, this is a flip-flop situation, because you could be resonating with the beginning half of this message, the beginning half of this video, thinking, okay, they want to be this, the blah, 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 blah. But then it could be flipped. You can look at the mirror and be like, hey, that's you to me. That's me to you. So this is not just pointing fingers. This is accepting. This is receiving the kokua from divine, the help from divine, to continue to live in favor. This is talking about things. Olelo kike. This is talking about it. Really opening up to things that you have put off. Healing from. Says, when Puolo appears, it is time to release your burdens by replacing them with positive affirmations and actions. Let go of anything or anyone that does not support your higher purpose. Right into Kanaloa energy. Card number 12. So, God of Oceans and Ocean Winds. This is about your foundation. All right, so the chant is Ua Kanaloa Kanuhona Ikea Vahi. Residence is securely established at this place. I call it for my Olelo Hawaii. It's definitely not the best, but I am a beginning learner, I should say. So this is, residence is securely established at this place, is the translation. So this is about Kanaloa. This card means grounded, secure, firm, established, immovable, unconquerable. A solid foundation can bring you security and strength. Are you satisfied with your living situation? What grounds you? Is it a place, a way of life, or both? Not only where, but how you are living is important. It is important that your behaviors are consistent with your values and beliefs. When Kanaloa appears, you may want to evaluate what your life is founded upon. Kanaloa reminds you that security and healing are built upon a solid foundation. In order to evaluate whether or not a foundation is a solid one, you may want to consider its implications. An example of a solid foundation is one which facilitates preserving and saving the earth for future generations. If you discover a faulty foundation, replace it with another. If you discover someone around you is acting based on a faulty foundation, you may need to protect yourself from their actions. Again, we're going back to this right here. This is peeking through our flow. You know, this is disrupting the flow, is this energy here. So it's just really questioning, using your intuition, questioning the things that may delay you from your purpose. So remember, when evaluating foundations, that when a change is necessary, the new beginnings of Kane may be just over the horizons. And there's a whole story that goes along with that, but I'm not going to get into that because I feel like this video is actually long enough. So I'm going to stop it here because it's been a little bit chaotic towards the end portion. With household activities and whatnot. So before I get too far into it and too far off, I'll end it here because there's things to really evaluate within and without in our environments. But again, reminders of who you are, of your energy, your presence, the role that they try to profit off, the essence that they try to profit off of. We are really refreshing ourselves. So mahalo nui for sticking around. Mahalo for being here in this space. So if you've made it this far in the video, I commend you. Mahalo for sticking around. I'm going to close it out here, and I hope you guys all have a beautiful, blessed, prosperous, abundant day full of wellness, kindness, truth, more love, and more life. So if you enjoyed today's video and you could resonate with anything and really are in a state of receiving the truth, go ahead and hit the like button. Also, go ahead and subscribe if you are so compelled to. I'd love to have you around for longer than a hello. Yeah, hopefully I'll see you in my next video, and as always, love, light, and always aloha.